Hello, everybody, and welcome to Jordan United Church of Christ with me. Remember me? Your favorite pastor. It's almost the end of the summer season. We're into August, how the weeks have flown by. I wonder how you are spending your vacation time or some free time. I know some of you have headed to the mountains, others to the beach. Maybe you're watching some of the Olympics and the amazing athletes from all over the world that are doing things that just seem to be impossible for the human body to do. I've just caught some of them, and it's absolutely been an amazing display of strength and agility and years of dedication to that sport. Maybe if it's not raining, you would like to head to Music Fest for that week. You know, the thing about all of those activities, I kind of want to call them free time activities, is they're better spent with friends, right? Rather than going by yourself, nothing wrong with that, but it's better to be with friends. During COVID, during the pandemic, there was a number of articles and people speaking about the epidemic of loneliness and how people, of course, because we were isolated and often physically cut off from other people, learning how to use Zoom or other ways digitally to get together, virtually to get together. But I wonder if that's the case still today. Sociologists say that the average American has between 4 and 5 friends. I don't know about you. I have a larger group of people that are certainly friends and acquaintances, and a smaller group that are the kind of folks that you could call anytime, day or night, and they would do whatever they could for me. I'm grateful for my circle of friends. Even now, as we're coming out of the pandemic, the numbers are staying pretty stable in terms of the number of friends that average Americans have. But there's a desire to maybe build deeper friendships and deeper bonds with other people. 42% of those surveyed felt that they were not as close to their friends as they would like to be in a study that came out recently on International Day of Friendship through the United Nations. You know, I think one of the most important categories, and they list a number of categories of friends. I won't go into that today, but I think one of the most important categories, if not the most important category of friends, are spiritual friends. And we have opportunities here at Jordan throughout the entire week for you to build closer relationships and deeper and more meaningful relationships with those who are also committed to growing spiritually. Just for an example, I'm just going to give you a sampling of some of the ways in which we foster that through some of our small groups. So, for example, we have a Tuesday group that is learning about the Holy Land and the geography of the Holy Land. Is led by Pastor Mike. On a Wednesday, there is a group that women's Bible study that meets during the noontime hour, and in Wednesday evenings we'll find a group that is studying The Chosen, the series The Chosen. On Thursday night happens. There's a early Thursday morning breakfast. If you're an early bird, there's a 6:30 breakfast. There's a Friday men's group for breakfast. There's a Saturday breakfast group. In other words, there's something for almost everyone. And this is during the summer. There's more activities that will be starting up again in September. So you get a feel for the opportunities that we have to connect you with others who want to learn. Because part of what we're called to is to care for one another. The Bible is filled with that phrase, one another. And actually, there's a whole book on one anothering. And I've preached on some of the passages, how we care for one another, how we love one another, how we teach one another, and so on. So again, if you're looking for some spiritual friendships, we have lots and lots of opportunities here at Jordan to make that possible. Then just two final things. One, I want to thank you. We just brought two of the backpacks. There are dozens of backpacks downstairs, and we are so grateful. The children of the neighborhood center will be blessed because you have been a blessing. So here's one with a lot of bling. Here's a more kind of a plain one. There is some school supplies. I know that you've invested hundreds of dollars into these backpacks, maybe more than 1,000. I don't know what the price tag of all of your contributions, but it'll be greatly appreciated by the children of the neighborhood center. Thank you for your kindness and generosity. That's one of the ways in which we are friends, our church as friends, and make connections and care for others in our community. And then finally, I want to just remind you that this Sunday, August 11th, we plan to be outside. The forecast is Debbie will have blown through, and we'll have a beautiful Sunday morning at the Harding Chapel at Lookout Hill. The second week in our 4-week series, which we kicked off this past Sunday here in our air-conditioned sanctuary. What can we learn from the life and lyrics of Taylor Swift? And this coming Sunday, I'll be looking at some of the themes that you can find in her music of self-reflection, of forgiveness and resiliency. How do we come back from difficult times, and how do we forgive people who have wronged us? And maybe some of that begins with looking in our own heart, where we may have been wrong and where we have hurt someone else. So it's an exciting series. I hope that you'll join us in person, or if you can't, please join us virtually. jordanucc.org/online worship. I'll see you in church.